All right, so Governor Hope Uzodimma, the executive governor of Imo State, you see what you just did here? I'm really disappointed, right? Because this is how you people go about fueling tribalism in Nigeria. The Super Falcons recently just lifted the Women African Cup of Nations against Morocco, and they came back to Nigeria. They went to see the presidents, and now you decided that you want to host them. But instead of hosting the whole team that collectively won the cup, you decide to pick the Igbos and host them. You carried about 7 or 8 of them to host them. You think 7 or 8 people will win World Cup? They don't even make up an 11 of a proper football team. Look at this picture. Does this look like what 7 people achieved alone?
I think at this point, Verydarkman will be needing maybe an executive assistant or someone who is intelligent or brilliant to join his team. Because most time there are some posts or content that Verydarkman will create. You'll be wondering if he actually made research. Some of them are even baseless, some of them are not even so, it doesn't even make sense. Now, the Imo State Governor Hope Uzodimma, hosted 7 Super Falcons players that are from Imo State born Super Falcons players. And Verydarkman picked that and made the whole post, I made a whole case out of it. I made a tribal post out of it, calling the state governor a tribal bigot, that he's fueling tribalism in Nigeria, which is wrong. Now, this has been an age-long practice. Whenever the Nigerian athletes perform well, they are always hosted. First of all, the federal government will host all of them, and after that, the state governors will host each athlete that comes from his own state. Now, let me start with the first thing first. Does Verydarkman know that Hope Uzodimma, the governor of Imo State, he was among the governors, the delegates? The videos are everywhere, even the pictures. Among the governors who was waiting at the airport and who also was waiting till the Super Falcons arrived. You could see him with the flag. He welcomed these Super Falcons players. Now, yesterday, when Tinubu conferred them with National Honors Officer of the Order of the Niger OON and gave them, $100,000 each and 3-bedroom apartment, the Nigerian Governors Forum also gave them 10 million naira each. So they all the Super Falcon players, we are all awarded and recognized, honored. Generally, there was no separation. Then Hope Uzodimma decided to also, on his own, celebrate or welcome Super Falcons players from Imo State. Now, this is not the first time he's doing it. I want to believe that the Verydarkman is paid to make this tribal post about Hope Uzodimma, because you know that recently the Lagos State government started renaming streets that are that have Igbo names. They renamed it to Yoruba names, and it caused a lot of uproar on social media. So possibly someone must have paid him to make such, because I don't understand how a state governor, if he is intelligent enough, if he has intelligent people in his team, he should have known that this is not the first time it is happening, that this is an age-long practice. It didn't start now. The governor of Osun State, current governor of Osun State, have at some time honored Ajibade and 2 other Super Falcons players from Osun State. Verydarkman did not see that. The only thing he is after, I've got the picture now. Imuran, Ajibade, 2 of these Super Falcons players were honored by the governor of Osun State, Governor Adeleke, after their World Cup outing. Now, that's not even enough. The governor of Lagos State have also welcomed and celebrated Ademola Lookman. Governor of Edo State, Governor Obaseki, have also honored and welcomed Victor Osimhen. Governor of Abia State, Alex Oti, governor of Abia State, what was his name? The past governor of Abia State, Okeze Ibazu, has at some point also celebrated Chukwueze after their 2019 African Cup of Nations, they won bronze. So the list can go on. Dapo Abiodun, the governor of Ogun State, have also welcomed and honored and celebrated Super Eagles or Super Falcons players from his own state. So this is not, if you look at the comments, except for those ignorant people that are just following a Verydarkman without, they don't want to, that, and I respect and support the good work he's doing, but Verydarkman most times is not always right. This one he got it wrong. Now, he would have just maybe criticized it not to call a governor, a whole state governor, a tribal by God, and then he link it to the renaming of streets that have Igbo names to Yoruba names. That Igbo people are this, Igbo people are that. Now, for you to, this Verydarkman, sometimes he's a crafty guy. Most of you don't know him. You remember when he made a post about Jojo Oflele, when he was fighting Edu Wazobia. And when the lady came to clear her name out that Verydarkman was wrong, Verydarkman decided to host her and all of that to do damage control. So this guy needs some intelligent people around him, and that's why we say education is good. Education is not a scam. Education is not a scam. Now remember also when he made a post about Femi Falana and family, he came back to apologize. This guy is not so intelligent, and it's even surprising to me that intelligent people will go under the ignorant post that he will make and be supporting him sheepishly without even making investigation himself. Go on social media, go to Google, go to everywhere. You see different state governors honoring and awarding Super Falcons players that perform well, Super Eagles player. It didn't start today. Cross River State, Akwa Ibom State governor of Jos Plateau, just check from 1999 till date. You see that state governors always, welcome their state-born players and celebrate them. Not just football players, basketball players, different athletes. Shoma Ajunwa, the list can go on. So if Verydarkman is someone who is intelligent, if he's intelligent enough, he should have tried to make a research. Just the last Women World Cup that the Super Falcons performed well, they were eliminated by England on penalties. The same Imo State Governor Hope Uzodimma, celebrated this. Yes, it's this time he celebrated. He decided to celebrate 7 of them. Michelle Alozie is also from Imo State. Ohale is from Imo State. Chiamaka Nnadozie is from Imo State. Desire Opera Nozie is from Imo State, and he has always been not just Hope Uzodimma, governors of Imo State. This should be the 6th or 7th time that Desire Opera Nozie is going to Imo State government house, because the state governors always welcomed at the state government house. Michelle Alozie isn't even supposed to be there. She's not there. So Verydarkman did not speak against this when the state governor hosted 4 Imo State born players after the Women's World Cup that they were eliminated by England, because he hosted this Chiamaka Nnadozie, he hosted this Ohale, he hosted this Oluehi, second keeper. He hosted 4 of them, but this one Echegini joined them, and Michelle Alozie is supposed to be there because she's also from Imo State. So Verydarkman picked it as if this is the first time it's happening, and ignorant people will not even have time to go to Google and browse. Is this the first of its kind? Is it happening for the first time? And they made it a whole lot of Igbo Yoruba banter, or Igbo Yoruba criticism, or Igbo Yoruba tribal issue. It's so wrong. So he's just acting like a paid blogger. That is what sometimes there's a day Verydarkman will come up with an information and he's so accurate, and there's a day he come up with an information and he's 100% wrong. This time I can categorically tell you that Verydarkman got this totally wrong. You cannot just wake up and start branding a governor. This is not just the first time he's doing it. Lagos State governor have done it. He has honored and celebrated. In fact, the current governor of Rivers State, Similaye Fubara, gave the Super Eagles goalkeeper 20 million naira after they were defeated by Ivory Coast in the African Cup of Nations final just last year. The videos are all over social media. Verydarkman did not criticize the governor of Rivers State for celebrating or awarding only Stanley Nwabali, and maybe he should have honored or awarded all the 24 Super Eagles players that represented us last year African Cup of Nations. He should have awarded all of them 20 million naira. So this time around, this guy is wrong. And not just that, I think he owes the governor of Imo State an apology. You cannot just come up and start talking trash and rubbish. He needs to apologize to the governor of Imo State. That he's a tribal because he's a fueling tribalism. For what? These guys were all celebrated by the federal government. Even me in my video, I criticized the huge sum of money that Tinubu doled out to all of them. And someone came to my comment section and said that I shouldn't have done this, blah blah blah. I should have just celebrated. I should have done posted without speaking against. Tinubu gave them 4,427,000,000,000 naira. 4,470,000,000 naira. So it's really crazy how this guy called Verydarkman. There was a time Obi Kubana criticized him that they should not be listening. There was something Obi Kubana said against Verydarkman. That was when Verydarkman started playing mind games, came up with the content that Obi Kubana has not spoken in support of Nnamdi Kanu. Obi Kubana is making bitters. He should have done this. He should have been doing business with something that will help the Igbos, not doing Alamo bitters and all of that. So this guy is now turning to something else. Well, I'm not one of his fan, and I will never be. I'm just in support of some of the things he does, help people get justice and all of that. But I think he's doing too much, and he should be very careful.